Any issues with your animation? You said you lost some files, but did you?
Yeah, I lost them last week, but I regained them by doing it all over again, which was good. Because,
all right.
Yeah, and it was good because I learned some new things while I was doing it again. So I just need a bit of help with learning how to change the scene.
Okay, yeah, cool. It's in Animate or
Adobe After Effects.
After Effects. Okay, so 1 second.
Yeah, because I've animated one scene. Now I just need to change.
So it's can you see? Oh, sorry.
Your screen's frozen. Yeah, now I can see.
1 sec.
Yeah. See.
Where is my Adobe? Okay. So this is the Adobe Animate.
Yeah.
And you got to do full HD. Can you see full HD? Okay, wait a second. Okay, it's open this one. Sorry. It has to go to, because file new.
Would it be character animation?
My computer is slow. What the hell is going on? New. Character animation, yeah, full HD 1920 1080. That's
okay,
the size you need to work on. That's the size you need to work on if you are integrating into, bringing into After Effects. So After Effects file size, page size, and the Adobe Animate page size has to be equal. Otherwise, you're going to have a proportional scale issue. So, okay. So Corey, you need to know how to put the scenes together in After Effects.
Yeah, well, I'm working. I finished one of my scenes. Now I just need to move to the other scene, but it's all going to be in the same file.
Okay, so let's say okay, just let me share my screen. Let's say this is my main comp. Okay, so this is my main comp, and I'm going to actually change the color of the comp so you can actually see. So that's my main comp, right? So I'm going to create another composition, and it's called scene 1, and then I'm going to change the color to a different color. So I'm going to create another composition called S2, and different colors, so it's easy to recognize with the colors. So you got main composition, you got one and scene 1 and scene 2, right? So you go up to your main comp, which is the red space, and then you drag the scene 1 there, and then you have your animation of the scene 1 on there, and then if you want, you can actually cut the scene by going to edit, split layer, and that's how you crop your animation scene, animation composition. Like sometimes you can have, let's say on the scene 1, you can actually have 10 seconds of animation, or maybe 5 seconds, or 1 minute. Obviously not 1 minute. Obviously that the overall animation is going to be 1 minute. And then so let's say you go 1 minute and like 10 seconds, 10 seconds, let's say 10 seconds, right? So, and then you go to, okay, 1 second. Yeah, close the loop. And then you go to scene 2, you drag the scene 2, and you can drag the scene 2 to the edge of the first one, and then you can actually edit, split layer to the second one. So this way you can actually stack up your scenes in this main composition.
But I suppose afterwards you've got some options to change the way you change scenes, how the image arrives on the screen. Sometimes it's diagonally, or sometimes it's from left to right.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how do you transition to scenes now as well?
So transitions to scene?
Yeah, because you don't want it just to like appear. I might want it to I don't know, like
Okay, so
reveal.
transition can apply. I mean, is there are have you in like video format you can actually have kind of like pre-built transitions, but in After Effects, just give me a second. I never use transitions, but there are some transitions, but you know what transitions means? Like you can actually fade in, fade out the
Yeah.
end of the scene.
Yeah, it's kind of like how you do it in what's the application called? iMovie.
Oh yeah, Premiere. Yeah.
Bring it back to iMovie.
Yeah. So yeah, there are some transitions here. So let's just
and you maybe we could do I don't know, a special session on that once we're all ready to,
yes, yeah, no problem. I'm working on an animation, so I wanted to, it's not finished yet, so I will show you. I'm at the moment I'm creating the graphics, so let me just show you this. So Corey, you have you understand what I'm trying to say? It's kind of like don't worry about the transition yet. Just get the scene together. We'll catch up the transitions later. Maybe we can do like sort of a. I rather use manual transitions, like fading in, fading out, like changing the transparency at the end of, rather than.
You can use a mask. Can you use a mask?
Yes, of course. Yeah.
To close.
Yeah. Okay, look. Can you see this file?
The green screen.
No.
Oh no, it's changed now. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm recreating. Who's coming? Paolo. Okay. I kind of like recreating. You remember that cotton bud animation? Cotton bud. Stacking. You remember that whale coming in, that kind of stuff. So I kind of like. I was recreating the whole graphics in the scene in Illustrator. So it's still on work in progress. So I just went to, I took snapshots, all the I just want to create that scene. So I was creating this scene basically here, and then I wanted to animate that scene first. So 1 second, let me show you the actual video, and then you'll see it'll make sense when I show the final video what I'm trying to do. Goal animation, no, not the goal. Yeah, last walk. Okay, this one. Come on, open. So going back and forward, where is that? Okay, this one. So in this video, you can see, and
did you change the screen?
Yeah, I changed the screen to
okay. Yeah, good. Okay.
It's an animation. So this is my project. This is my target. This is what I want to animate, and basically recreating the whole project. So I actually get the snapshot of the first scene, which is the drop of that cotton bud. It's very straightforward to do. It just drop, and you can actually see certain things animating, but I will get to that because I'm not worried about that at the moment. So I got the camera moving down, and then these stuffs moving from left to right, and then I'm analyzing now. So camera moving to the right, and then camera moving to the top and to another scene, right? And then going slightly close up in this scene, and then slightly zooming out to show the whole scene of that conveyor belt going up, right? So let me go back to my Illustrator file here. So you can see my Illustrator file. So so this is that scene where the camera moves to the right. Can you see? Remember that shot? And then that I was like basically blocking out the scene of that the conveyor belt thing, and then camera goes up, up, and then zoom out, and then goes to this transition. Now, you talk about transition. I'm going to show you this. So look at the transition on this video, right? Look at this transition on this video. So when I move, this is the first scene of the factory scene. Okay, they got this factory scene here. Boom, conveyor belt, and then all the cotton buds being made, and it's like it's showing the mass production of the cotton buds. And look at the transition here. See that this transition is just a bunch of graphics going across. It's nice, kind of like a transparently laid. That's the transition. This is the transition. It's kind of like clouds and going into kind of like, you know, that tower of conveyor belt. It's transforming into a smoke chimneys, and it's showing the environment impact, like going smoke on there. See that? That's a transition. Okay. So Corey, you can actually use that kind of thing, like you can use the camera for do the transition.
Yeah.
So
that'd be good.
we will get to that bit later stage when everybody have their scenes animated, and then we will focus on putting together the final touches and stuff like that. Okay.
Okay.
And then that's the second scene of the factory, and then moving to the right, and this is the beach scene. Okay. Actually, let me show you this. Actually, I actually blocked it out, these characters. Just give me a second. Where did I put that one? Oops, 1 second. Okay, yes. It's here. So I switch back to who's chatting. I got no audio at all. Who's this? Mo. Okay, no problem, Mo. That's fine, no problem. As you can see me, that's cool, no problem. You can hear me, right? Yeah. So right, this is I'm focusing on those 3 animations. Yeah. Where we go? I'm just switching back to my video. So in this scenario, so the first scene is the factory, and the second scene with the transition, the chimneys, and the third scene is animation of these characters. There are 3 characters on the beach doing very simple animation, going the legs and arms movement, and then there was another guy taking selfie, she's moving the leg, etc., etc. So I focus on, right, let's do this animation. So I actually had 3 different files and blocked out 3 different graphics, just blocking out, just not final details, just blocking out the shapes. I'm changing to Illustrator now. So this is my character done in Illustrator, and this is my image, which I'm drawing on top, and I'm blocking out. Okay. So how can I animate a character like this? Tell me. How can I animate it? Maria, tell me.
It's where? Animate.
Yeah. Yeah?
I don't know.
Why you don't know?
Because I don't work there.
So you said animate?
I mean, you can do it either way, either After Effects or Animate.
So exactly. So did you see the movement of the animation, the character actually, the final video? It just hands going like hands was spread, and then as soon as the camera moves, hands goes like that, right? It just very simple animation. Okay.
After Effects.
Yeah.
After Effects is simple
Exactly.
enough.
Yeah, it's path animation of After Effects. So selecting the path, move the arms, and then just movement of the arm. Just there is no complex walk cycle, there is no jump cycle, there is no any complex stuff. Just simple animation. So just the movement of arms. So let me go back again and. Come on. So I got 3 scenes. So this is the other character I blocked out. I wasn't worried about the animation, but I haven't animated yet. But I was like creating the graphics for it. Okay, and so if I go back to my video again, so first scene, second scene, this is the third scene. Okay, third scene, and then when I scrub the timeline, and third scene was transitioned by these waves, bunch of waves like this. Can you see that?
This is a mask.
Oh
no.
What do you think?
No, just move.
How can we animate like this?
I would say in After Effects, but
Yeah, do you think is position is being made? This C, the waves been it's a different composition, so it's got its own animation, and then that is being imported and just move across like a position animation. So it's not mask.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not mask.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, and then this animation plays, and then that moves out, and then
that's After Effects too.
yeah, exactly. So when that moves out, and then the legs appears. So this is another composition as its own on its own, right?
Okay. Okay. Good. Yeah.
And then can you see the movement of the fingers? Yeah, and then move down, and then that transition still there, and another one comes.
But yeah, can you just go back?
Go back, yeah.
Just a bit. You've got the lines that move.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, because I want to do something like that.
The line.
And I was wondering how to do it.
Line movement. Okay.
It's like, yeah.
Okay.
Is it a whole? I mean, it's different layers. No, it's just not one image. It's different. You've got the green, the white lines, the blue.
I think it's the shapes, isn't it? The blue shape, the green shape.
Yeah, a shape, and also it's got transparency. Can you see the transparency apply, and then also got an outline here. Okay, so right.
And so that you would do in After Effects, and not because I was wondering, and I've tried in the other one, animate, and it was a disaster. And I didn't really know how to do that. So yeah, so all the lines, they change very little. You know, there's an impression of movement, like undulation of water.
It's a plugin. It's a plugin.
Oh,
You
another
can
one.
apply. Yeah.
So-
These layers were created either for Illustrator or in shape layers in After Effects with the stroke applied and then the transparency applied. And then the plugin, with that plugin, there are certain controllers you can actually move when you move, and then you can actually dynamically move the layers. I actually did something like that. Let me just show you if I can remember, right? So let me just show you this. Okay.
Because it's
Just give me a second.
not as simple as it seems, you see.
Yes, of course. So if I go like this, and then I need to have an outline, right? So I got to know the outline. Maybe let's do a prominent outline, which is blue marker. And then maybe we can actually have transparent value of kind of like, I don't know, something like that. So cannot see animation presets. Just give me a second. I forgot the name of the plugin. It's called animation wave. Wave. Okay, something to do with wave. Stylized. Want to generate? Okay, yeah. Generate.
Radio wave? No, not radio wave.
Try that. But it is. Just give a second. Waves in After Effects software. Okay. That is.
Hey, Mark Rice here.
Something like that, right? So.
Okay, yeah.
Sizer didn't create animation to prove your art even more. First, pick up the pen tool or just hit. I created so hit OK. Now double click on the yellow tool. OK. Now double click on the yellow square and pick up the right color for you.
It's a line. It's not a.
Hold Shift, click one time, and one more here. I created one simple line.
Some simple line, and then the strokes being applied.
Cool. Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, it's time for the animation. Go to Effects and Presence and type Wave Wrap. Grab the effect and drag it to the left. You can see
Okay, Wave Wrap, sorry. So if I, let's say, if I get rid of this one, if I add Wave Wrap. What was it?
Yes. Drag it to the
Wave Wrap. Okay, so let me, if I do a search, Wave Wrap. Wave Wrap. There you go. Okay. So it's called Wave Wrap. You can actually
Wave what? Sorry.
Wave,
Wrap.
yeah, WAVE, WARP, wave wrap. So
Okay.
it's under distortion. 1 second. Animation, effects. Oh yeah, effects, distort, and the last one, wave wrap.
Okay.
Yeah. So I simply
Well-
add this, and then I can change the height of the wave, and then the width of the wave, and that's that. So like, let me just put hide this and put a single stroke like the way the guy was doing. So I got this and then animate distort wave wrap. So I can actually change the speed,
And probably the undulation too, no?
Probably what?
The way it undulates, no? There's no... Because this is very linear in a way. It's always the same.
Yeah, but there must be a way to randomize it, I think. Just give me a second. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's just very linear. It's just very straight, and that one was. I don't think so. Let me go back here. So
Otherwise, you can change frame by frame the position of your lines and
that's
of your
going to be
shapes.
a lot of work. That's going to be a lot of work on frame by frame
Yeah.
animation, and then
Anyway, yeah.
so just give me a sec. Wave, random wave. There must be a way like random frame. Okay, so let's try this one. So
However, that we're going to be making here, go to
that's
evaname.com, follow links in the cards, the description. Picture excellent. Let's make a new composition so that ellipse down to use exactly what we want. We want
the shape
back
layer
here, sine waves everywhere. Give me that. So the way I would usually make this happen is by creating a new composition. So let's make a new composition, big rectangle. That would probably do it as well. But what I'll do is use a linear wipe and not the preset linear wipe, but the regular linear wipe here. And set this to 50. Oh, that's too big. 120. That's good enough. This is nice and extreme, nice and wavy. And we talked about having the wave kind of stick to the scalp, so we want to pin it on the right edge. You can see it, and then I'll probably duplicate this. As you can see, my adaptive resolution is being very little bit. I like is lining it.
So you see that? Yeah, they're actually using the same plugin and then kind of like attaching to the edge of the shape to be.
But maybe we want to just extend this down just a little bit. change all these things.
and then mask out the edges.
Ultimately, I'm going to use sort of.
Which plugin? The
No,
wave one.
they're using the same plugin,
40.
the wave wrap.
Yeah. Okay. Whoop. Yeah.
So wave wrap is been like a single shape of a small shape, or more small regular rectangular shape is been the wave wrap being applied is demonstrating the edge of the wave, and then he actually pasted on top of another shape which showing you actually he's creating a hair. As you can see, it's just the combination of like several objects together.
5 degree. I don't think we need to look at the
They're using the same wave.
this line. We want to
waveform.
stop part everyone likes. Just getting a new composition that will serve as position. First thing you notice.
Yeah, wave wrap. They're using wave wrap.
Okay.
Just give me a second. There is another one. Wave wrap. Organic waves. Okay. Animating organic waves. Sin wave. What is that? Sin wave means.
Shift, and then you look vertex. All right, so then we're going to keyframe path. We're going to move, because otherwise, once you start putting flow, 18 frames, the point. Play that, and it looks like that. If you think it's going too quick, it's okay. We can go back, drag this out, holding Option, then you just drag the last keyframe out, and you can play it again. Now, if you want to change the motion on these, you can kind of move these a little.
Sin wave. What is that? Sin wave.
Shape, as you can see here. And this one, I didn't care what the edges look like, so it goes like this.
Or you can actually do this. Let's say this are okay. So I think they must have too big. So actually, let me. So this is a big shape, and
Can you change your screen? Maybe. Sorry.
yeah, sure. Yeah, sorry. Okay. So in my After Effects, I am gonna create a shape, big shape like this. And I'm gonna take my outline off. I don't need the outline. Maybe I'm gonna change to kind of like a bluish background. And let's say I go to paths, and then I'm gonna animate my path, and I need to have convert to anchor point tool. So this is my first. And then so actually I'm animating the path. So I think this is the way to go.
Yeah, so you have the shape, you go into shape parse, then, yeah, okay.
So if I play it, maybe a bit slow,
Yeah, okay, that's good.
Okay, so if I go back to my
Can you just show me convert to anchor point tool is the one, which one did you mean? Can you show me? Oh, sorry. Yeah,
go back. I mean here, convert to anchor.
Just show me the icon.
Here, it's this one.
Oh,
can you see it?
Okay. Yeah, okay, I see it.
That's the anchor point tool. You can actually, even if let's say if I wanted to add some point and I go and add a vertex point here, and then with my arrow key and I actually move it, and then okay, and then I'm gonna duplicate this slightly offset. Sorry, one second.
You could mirror it too.
Probably, yes.
Way.
Let me just change my color to a little bit darker color. And
Okay, but I think it's a good way to do it, yeah.
yeah. And sorry, one second. So if you don't want like to see sort of randomizing stuff, which is and also if I go on top if I change the transparent value,
Next. Yeah.
and then go back. So here you see the outline, and so if I change my outline, let's add an outline to this. Could be white, and let's try this one, and then my outline is kind of like a reddish, dark reddish. There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, it's slow. I mean, that's how it's kind of like, you can actually change the speed as well if you want.
Okay. Well, I'll try and do that.
Cool.
This is really useful. Whose idea was this?
That's Constant.
Nice, Constance. You can use this for water or wind. This is really good for air.
Yeah.
Or transition. I mean,
yeah.
You can do many things.
Yeah, because what you've done now, you've now asked me to jog on to what I want to ask. Janica, what I'm a little bit struggling with is, say like you've got a letter and you're bringing it in to the screen, and then I want to try and make it not disappear, but shrink it down, and then give it a little bit of a rotation, and then it spells the word out that I'm trying to write. But I'm having a little bit of difficulty with that one. That's where I'm sort of stuck.
Okay, give me a name. Okay, shall we have a break now and then?
Yeah.
Come back.
Okay.
Demonstration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Janica, I also wanted to show you just the little thing I animated afterwards, maybe.
Let's look into afterwards. Okay.
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 What time are you gonna come back? We're gonna come back like 35.
Okay.
Okay.
Level 35. Yeah.
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 Okay.
All right. Cool. Thank you. See you.
Bye.
All right, send us the code in the WhatsApp, Janica.
Okay. Yeah. No problem.
Yeah. All right. Cheers.